Today's collectible spot, we are having a look at the Hot Toys Captain America the Winter Soldier 1/6 scale collectible figure of Captain America Stealth Strike Suit. Product number is MMS242. This 1/6 scale collectible figure of Cap is from the movie Winter Soldier. A vast improvement, if you ask me, for the suit that he wore in Avengers. Wasn't a big fan of that suit. I really dug the look of the Stealth Strike suit in Winter Soldier. For your box, it is a shoebox style box, so it's going to slide off from the top here. But the front of the box features Chris Evans in his strike suit. It's a great looking suit. I also really liked the blue shield that he also had. Comes to the back of the box, you've got the Stealth Strike Suit Captain America 1/6 scale collectible figure. It shows the cast and crew responsible for producing this gorgeous piece. And of course it has a choking hazard small parts not for children under 3 years of age, as this is an adult collectible. Removing the front of the box reveals inside a really nice image of Chris Evans. Now, that's not Chris Evans the actor, my friends. That's Chris Evans, the Hot Toy piece. You can really see the level of detail that they put into this figure, as the front of it, for a second, had me thinking that that was the actual actor. And then if you peel that away, inside you've got yourself Captain America, along with some interchangeable hands, the shield, and a few other accessories. Spot's going to take himself a break, get this opened up, and when we come back, we're going to get a better look at the Hot Toys Captain America the Winter Soldier Captain America Stealth Strike Suit. There's more heading your way, guys. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. Before we have a look at Captain America Stealth Strike Suit, let's have a look at the display stand that comes included with the figure. It's a standard display stand. On the top features Captain America the Winter Soldier, but on the front placard, Captain America Stealth Strike Suit. This Captain America will also be packaged along with a civilian-clothed Steve Rogers, but for the time being, we're going to be having a look at the standalone Captain America in his strike suit. When it comes to his head is a newly developed helmeted head sculpt, and each piece is hand-painted. Hand-painted is definitely the way to go because you can see all the little details, all the multiple layers of flesh color that they put in the face. There's also quite a bit of personality in the eyes. The eyes glisten, as really gives it that realistic look. I prefer Captain America really with exposed ears too. That's the one thing I didn't care for when it came to the Avengers version of Captain America. Didn't like that his ears weren't visible. It just kind of made his face a little more closed, a little more cramped together. The open ear area also harks back to the way he originally was designed in the first Avenger. You can see all the little small details, all the little small areas of paint and texture to the side of the helmet. One other thing that's rather interesting too is the side area here, that little silver area. Because of the way it's been sculpted and that silver there, it does give you that little kind of reminiscent design of the eagle wings that would have been on the comic book version of Captain America. So I think that's kind of a really neat touch. Not sure if that's just a deliberate paint there or if they designed it to be that way, but if they designed it to be that way, really nice nod. Cap's look for Winter Soldier, a little more scaled down than how he looked in the Avengers. Again, I really like it. It's a realistic approach, but it still has comic roots. The costume itself is basically comprised of like a dark navy color with a few accents on the side in the dark cranberry color, and he has the silver along the top chest area. The suit is finely tailored with embossed patterns, and you can see all how he has an undersuit, and then he's got extra stitched pieces over top of it. The smallest of details on the suit comes to the area with Rogers, little Rogers name tag on the side shoulder area. He's got the United States flag on the one shoulder, and then on the other side of the shoulder, he's got the shield crest. It's definitely a look I prefer a lot more than the Avengers Captain America. Again, much more realistic rooted. It didn't look so much like a motocross outfit. This was something that had a more realistic approach to it. His suit's got little small pocket areas. None of the pockets are something that can be opened up. The brown strapping too also helps to break up the singular blue that makes up most of his outfit. Going further down his legs, the embossed look still is carried further down. He has a bit larger pockets in the leg section, but you can't actually access them. They're just completely stitched shut. It's a nice touch. I do appreciate that. Then when you get down to the legs, he's got knee guards, and he's also got the more military strapped boots. The boots themselves, you can tilt the feet forward, and you can see how they are laced underneath. But then he's got these boot covers over top. The straps also are molded. They're not something that you can unbuckle or unstrap from the boot itself, but it looks really impressive. The front of Captain America's belt also has this buckle, which appears also not to be removable. It is just a fixed piece, so you don't want to really be removing this suit at all. You would want to really be leaving it on Cap. The embossed stars also a really great touch, and in fact, all the silver aspects of the figure are an actual overlay. They're a piece on top of the suit itself. And the silver treatment, it's not really a bright metallic silver. The coloring works really well with the blue. It's not really bright, but by that same token, it still stands out versus the dark navy. Of course, you couldn't have Captain America without his shield. Now, this shield's a little bit different than regular Captain America designs, where the original shield would have been red, white, or red silver, and the white star in the middle. Now this shield is lighter blue in color. It's been replaced, the white has been replaced with silver, and then we've got a darker blue area in the middle section. To note too is that the shield is metal. It is a metal disc, which is perfect. I'm glad that they went metal versus a plastic shield. And on the underside is the buckles that you can have it strapped around Captain America's arms. Now, if you prefer your Captain America to have his shield on his back, well, you can accomplish that as well. For that, you're going to need this piece right here. Kind of looks like the letter N. And what you're going to do is you're going to take Captain America, spin him around to the back, and this section right at the top where the two straps buckle together, you're going to take this section, and you want this piece sticking up, this open area sticking up. You're going to take this and you're going to slide it down that section right here. Slides in very easily. You don't have any problem. You don't have to force it in there. It sits quite easily. Then take his shield and spin around to the back, and the little strap areas here, you're going to take that and you're going to fit it right over, and hopefully you guys can see it. That little clip will fit right underneath that buckle, if you guys can see it like that. And hopefully showing you guys a better look of that. That little clip, you can see, clips right behind the back strap that's against the shield section. It's not a tight fit again, but it sits well enough that the shield will sit easily on the back of Captain America. For those that prefer to display Captain America with his shield on his back, again, it's a great way to display him, and it sits conveniently and easily out of the way. I suppose, if anything, the one problem that you might have is movement of the arms. The suit's extremely tight against the figure, and moving the arm to bend that arm to kind of get it to look as if he's coming back to reach around for his shield might be a little more harder to accomplish. But still, it's a great way to display the shield. If you prefer Captain America to be holding his shield instead, what you're going to do is spin around to the back. Now the instructions indicate there's two different straps from one another. One strap's a much broader, wider area strap, and one is a more closed-in strap. Now they say in the instructions there's a little clip right there you have to pinch and unbuckle from itself to get Cap's hands in there. You don't really need to do that. In fact, the hands that they suggest to use are like partially open hands. What you can easily do is take the hand and wedge it in there just like so. And you really don't even need to unbuckle it to get Captain America to hold that section of the shield. Then reach over to Captain America's arm and wiggle out the side of the arm that you're going to use. I'm going to use this side of the arm here, and you're just going to pop it out from the ball socket section. Then take his arm, reach it around to his shield, and you're going to slide the arm section through until you connect it to the arm, to the hand of where you've just attached it to the snap there, the buckle. Then it's just a matter of connecting the arm socket to the hand, and you've got Captain America holding his shield. Captain America's shield is really as iconic as Captain America himself, so to display him without the shield is really a true crime. I love the way it's been strapped around his wrists. Again, it gives a much more realistic look to it, and Cap holds the shield very easily. Accessories that come included with Captain America are a total of 7 interchangeable hands. Those hands include a pair of open hands, a pair of gripping hands, a pair of hands that are partially closed. I look at them more so as hands that you would use for restraining Captain America with his handcuffs. And you get yourself a pointing hand, suitable for Captain America dishing out justice. All the hands are easy to change out. Just going to grab your forearm of the figure, take the fist, and wiggle it as you pop it out of the socket. Find the hand that you want to change it to, and again, put pressure on it as you wiggle it, and you'll be able to pop it easily onto the forearm. If at any point you have a peg that breaks, or if you have a peg that comes off with the hand, Hot Toys got you covered with 2 extra replaceable pegs. The final accessory that comes included with Captain America is a restraining cuff. These sections are hinged, so they open just like that. And what you can do is take Captain America's forearm, just put it against his forearm. You're not really even so much going to clip it, but put it against his forearm and then close these sections up. And they kind of clip together like so. The Captain America Stealth Strike suit figure features over 30 points of articulation. His head not only has a ball joint socket right underneath the head area, but he also has a secondary ball socket right at the neck area. So it means not only can you move the neck very easily, but then the head has its own independent ball joint movement. Cap's arms have a similar ball joint, but as mentioned before, they're a little more limited because the suit that he's wearing is so tight against the body. You can still move the arms up, but you have to be really careful. You really don't want to move them any further up to about there. They do also move forward and back, but again, very limited. He has ball joints in the forearm, allows the forearm also to pivot back and forth, and he also does have ball joints in the hands. His torso is on also a ball joint. He also has a swivel in the waist. And then when it comes to his legs go forward, back, out, swivel at the upper thigh area. He has a double bend at the knee. And then lastly, he has a ball joint socket in the foot. Captain America Stealth Strike suit is slated for a March to April 2015 release. Pre-orders are currently available on Sideshow Collectibles website, so if you guys are interested in pre-ordering this guy and have him lined up to be delivered to your door in the beginning of this year, click the link down below and head over to Sideshow Collectibles. Today's collectible spot, we were having a look at the Winter Soldier, Captain America Winter Soldier, the Captain America Stealth Strike suit 1/6 scale figure. Stay tuned, guys. The spot's going to have more collectible spots heading your way. Thanks for watching as you always do. I'll see you next time.